it was at like 145 or something like that, but not for very long. It was above 100 for a little while, but it was amazing. I don't know if you guys saw it up here or not. The changes that started to happen were incredible in the United States. The effect on food prices was incredible. And another story that I told earlier today about a broccoli farmer who I know in California. When oil was cheap, he would be able to ship broccoli to New York City for $3 a bushel. That's the cost of the broccoli, the box, and the transportation to get it there. Pretty cheap. When oil went to 145, it went up to 12 or 13 bucks a bushel. So that's how much it was affected by that. And so I don't know how or why it is that those kinds of things can make sense without people, and I guess the big thing, part of it is that people are getting abused along the way and taken advantage of. Soil is getting abused along the way and taken advantage of. The full costs and externalities are kept external and not figured into things. And it's going to come back to bite us in a big way. So I hope that, you guys have beautiful orchards around here. I would hate to think that there's not people that want to eat those beautiful apples, whether they're dried or fresh or juiced or candied or made into apple brandy, whatever it might be. I would like to think that there are people who want them, and they want them because they're from here, from this great place. So,
but you're not going to do it for 2 cents a pound?
Not for 2 cents a pound, of course not. So yeah, is there anybody else to buy those apples? Or is it?
Not that I know of. Sunlight was set up to take these apples. This is the old object of setting up Sunlight.
Yeah.
But then the powers that be and the Fruit Growers Association decided to be private ownership, and that's when they went.
Question in the back?
Yeah, I told you. Well, that is the cherries. House of concept been done, just right. So there's overproduction.
I think when you have corporations like Sunlight and other corporations that have gotten so big that allow Chinese apples to come in and make the apple juice, it's almost time for the orchards or someone to go, let's make our own local. Let's just say, no, we're not going to let you take our apples from us. We're going to grow them, and then we're going to make them into apple juice ourselves and sell them locally and start up a business, because the Sunlight and other producers that have made it to that product started off with a small company. So maybe we just need to say to these corporations that enough is enough. You're not buying our product, so we're going to do it locally. You get together and spend the money to raise the money to build the facilities we need in order to produce it locally.
Could be the apple pie capital of the universe here. I want to just say a few more things, and then we're going to have a break here. And for those of you who want to talk more about what is needed in your area here, what do you have and what do you still need on some of these topics that we've talked about, financing, distribution and processing, those sorts of things, please join us in the back, or if you all want to do that, we'll kind of push the chairs around a little bit here. You guys have a beautiful place, and people that seem to be getting increasingly interested in buying local and supporting the producers around here. This is a pretty decent turnout of a diverse group of people, producers and consumers and people involved in policy and things like that. So you've got a number of different sectors. What I would encourage you to do is to work hard to collaborate with each other. You're going to really need all of these perspectives to make this work. And set aside your differences. Organic and conventional growers both have a lot to learn and teach each other. I know some organic growers that are really not so interested in talking to conventional growers, and I think it is such a huge loss, such a huge lost opportunity. And people in your area are going to need to know what a healthy food system looks like. They are increasingly going to be facing these issues that we talked about of health and healthcare. Food and how we grow it and eat it has an answer to a lot of these challenges and problems. What I would say is your efforts could focus on kids and the school system and jobs. I think that those are two things that can build bridges between folks that have very differing ideas. Good, healthy jobs that are locally based that stay here. That's a good thing. I don't think you'll find anyone disagreeing with that. Feeding kids better food in school is something that I don't think you'll find anybody disagreeing with. And so if that is what is required to get the infrastructure going, like let's say that there's dried apples year-round in the school lunch program. You need a dehydrator for that, don't you? So that may be the way to get it. That may be the way to do it. Or maybe part of it. I know that in our area, working with the schools has been great. And there are a lot of folks that are pretty excited about that. And the great thing about it is that the kids love it. They just eat it up. And they bring it home to their parents. And it drives right down through the rest of the community in that way. And so that's really good because we've got to reach everybody, not just us sitting here, not the converted already. So I hope that our message from our little town helps give you some ideas, helps get conversation going here. I know I've learned a lot from your questions and from my time here, and it's a great privilege to have been here, and I will be bringing back what you're doing, what you are learning, and what you are struggling with to our region, and this kind of exchange is really important. There will be pockets of healthy food systems all around BC. There already are. Link up with them. I've heard about some folks up in Sorrento and in Nelson. I've heard of these stories, these places around, and they're all different. And some of them have a lot of money, and some of them don't have a lot of money. And some of them have a lot of new people coming in, and some of them don't. Some of them are producing food just for themselves, and some of them are producing food at a bigger scale to send somewhere else. But there are communities like you that are grappling and struggling and working with these issues. So you're not alone. You've got neighbors not too far from you that are working on these things. So cross-pollinate with them, and that'll help connect you across your province. So thank you.